What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Regrowth. Oh yeah, guys. So, last episode, we started messing around a little bit with the Thaumcraft stuff right there at the very end. And I've been doing a little bit of Thaumcraft stuff off camera. I've done a lot of Thaumcraft in a lot of my previous series, and to be honest, the research really isn't that interesting, right? So anyway, I'm trying to do as much of this off camera as possible, but I do want to show you guys a little bit of it before I do everything off camera kind of a thing. So far what I've done, let's take a look at this. So what the world teaches, I made myself the Thaumaturge, however you say this quest name, I don't know. Anyway, the Thaumaturge, you put a bookshelf on the ground, right? And you click it with the wand, then it turns into the book. It's pretty much all you have to do. So it's nothing complicated. It's been like that for like forever in Thaumcraft. So yeah, we just went ahead and did that. So it's going to give us 8 experience drafts and 3 books. Let's go and claim that reward. Cool. So we got that done. Then I started making my way through some of these Thaumcraft quests, not Thaumaturge. Anyway, we did the silverwood sapling last time, but we never claimed the reward. Let's do that. That'll give us 8 silverwood logs, which we're probably going to need, and 4 more silverwood saplings. All right, so the first thing that I did is I broke our arcane worktable that I accidentally made at the end of last episode. Yeah, I just broke it with my axe, picked it up, put it in my inventory, set it back down. We completed this quest. This quest right here wanted us to make the table, 3 of them, which we did, and the scribing tools, which we did. So that allowed us to make our research table over here. And then I had accidentally clicked my wand onto the table, which made the arcane work table, and that's fine. So we got both of those quests done. So that's going to give us 4 common treasures, which is like random loot bags from Thaumcraft. Usually they give you like gold coins or whatever. I'm super interested in seeing what we're going to get. Let's do it. So we got gold ingot, emerald. Looks like we also got this mundane belt. Potion of slowness. I think that was the thing we have to scan. All right, so we got some stuff out of that. Potion of slowness and a golden apple. That's a regular one. We got a diamond, which is kind of cool. Splash potion of weakness. That might be one we want to scan as well. And a mundane amulet. You know what? Probably both of these things, the mundane belt and the amulet. Cool. All right, so we got those done. Can we do this one? No. I've already learned that. I haven't learned the silverwood saplings yet, or the silverwood logs. All right, so kind of learning things as we go here. And one more of those. Finally, we got a mundane belt and I think some more emeralds. We have 3 of those now. Cool. So yeah, that's kind of how the basic stuff for Thaumcraft works. Yeah, we got 22 gold coins. I'm just going to put all this stuff away. Actually, I need that paper. All right, so we got this stuff. We'll put that mundane belt away and those books away. Cool. All right, so back to the quest book. So I also made myself the goggles of revealing. I'm currently wearing these right now. Yeah, the goggles of revealing are good because when they allow you to look around and you can see nodes. Unfortunately, the closest nodes around here aren't very close. However, underneath our platform here where our farm is kind of a cool thing. We do have a node on the far corner back here. Yeah, we've had one for a long time. You can kind of see it through the world right down here. This is something that's interesting to me because this node down here is under the floor. But this node right here, I think we need our thermometer to see it, is a pure node, which is interesting because I thought pure nodes only appeared from growing silverwood trees, but I guess I'm wrong. I'm not an expert in Thaumcraft. Anyway, that has a little bit of air, that has a little bit of aqua, and Victus, I think, is what the heart one is. Anyway, so that's pretty cool. We got a pure node down here. I can't remember why that's useful. I just know pure nodes are useful for some reason. The other nodes that we have are kind of out in the ocean, and they are very, very difficult to see. For whatever reason, when the node is on top of water, the node kind of goes invisible. It's weird, but there's like 4 of them out here, something like that. If we go down to the water, level, like you can see one right there now. There's a bunch of them out there anyway. I kind of flown around. I've scanned all of them, got some research points from doing that. So we do have nodes around here. There's one that's got like Ordo somewhere over here. One that's got like some Perdicio over there. So we can kind of get all the different aspects we need, but pretty much the best way to refill your wand is not going up to nodes and pulling the aspects out of them. Pretty much for early game stuff is killing mobs. So I ended up going to the nether, killing a bunch of zombie pigmen, and that ended up filling up this wand over here. Yeah, we got just some remaining after a bunch of crafting that I've done so far. Anyway, let's continue on. All right, so back to the quest book. We have our goggles are revealing. Claim the reward. That's going to give us 4 more of the common treasures. So these gave us some gold coins, and a potion of harming. I guess I'll scan that. All right, cool. So let's move on. The next quest we did was the greater capacity wand. This one just do a gold banded greatwood wand. This does not show up in NEI until you do a little bit of Thaumcraft research. I did not mean to click on that. All right, so I guess we just learned enchanted fabric. This is something we need to learn for something going forward. Oops. Anyway, so in order to do that, you start off with this one basic wand craft unlocked. This one's blinking, so you have to click it. In order to do anything with this, here, I'll show you with this one. So wand foci, you need scribing tools and paper to get this research note. So you can't just click to learn all of them. Some of them you need scribing tools, which requires ink to be filled up, and paper in your inventory. Right click, click this, you get a note, research notes, right? So you can put the note here, you gotta put your scribing tools back, and then you gotta connect the dots from whatever this is, Igni to Precantatio. I'm still trying to remember all of these different words. This is Ignis is what that is. So we have to kind of connect the dots, which is a fun little mini game. I'm not interested in learning how to connect the dots, so I just go off to a website, Thaumcraft Research Helper, just search Google for it, and it tells you how to connect the dots, so that's what I end up doing. Anyway, so we got the gold banded greatwood wand after we learned both the greatwood wand and the gold caps, and that's going to give us 2 aura nodes, which is cool. I didn't even realize that was a thing that was going to happen. So we can place those around. Those will be random nodes. As far as I remember, I think those are like the creative mode only ones, and then 2 uncommon treasures. So let's go ahead and claim that one. Yeah, place a randomly generated node. I do believe these can spawn the hungry nodes, which suck in blocks, which could destroy the base. I think it's a very, very, very low chance, but it's one of those things you want to place it in such a way, like, not next to your inventory just in case. Anyway, that's pretty cool that we get a couple of these nodes. I wonder how many more we're going to get going forward. I don't know. So magical comforts, this is the next quest we're going to be looking at. That was part of the research we just unlocked. Yeah, Thaumaturge's robes and all of this stuff. Let's go to the Thaumanomicon real quick. I believe that was under Artifice. Oh, you know what? Maybe it doesn't show you anything here. Okay, so here's a recipe for making the Thaumaturge's robes. This gives you a discount for the cost of the V, like for crafting things in the arcane work table or whatever. So that's definitely something we're gonna want. So to make the enchanted fabric, we need wool, some string, and then one of each aspect on the arcane workbench. I don't know how many pieces we need. Does the quest say? So we'll probably need 4, 7, and then 8. I can only imagine. There's 8. Yeah, 7 and 4. Okay, so I'll go ahead and make all of these things. I believe we have string. Let's take a look in here. We don't have a lot, but we have cotton. What about wool? We have some wool, we have some cotton, we can make string. I think we might even have some other crops or whatever. We can grow the cotton to make string out of it, so that's not a big deal. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and do that real quick. I will make the Thaumaturge's robe to complete the outfit that goes with our goggles revealing, and we'll be right back, guys. All right, guys, well, I went ahead and I set up our cotton plants. Yeah, cotton plants are going now over at our farm. We got 192. This number is just increasing as it picks more cotton for us automatically. We got 196 now. Anyway, we're able to take this cotton. Yeah, with 3 of those in a row, we get string. If you put 9, you get wool. So yeah, we were able to get all the different pieces of string and wool that we needed in order to make this different fabric. So as you can see now, I have the gold banded greatwood wand in the arcane crafting table. Everything's blinking because this wand has no charge, absolutely none. I crafted this wand, I haven't charged it up, so we can't do anything. However, you can see it's 0.95. That's the cost of this crafting. Now it's 0.95 because I have these goggles of revealing on. If I take that off, it's 1. It costs 1, I guess, V or aspect or whatever per craft. Yeah, the goggles give us that 5% discount, which is kind of cool. But unfortunately, we can't use this wand. So I just went around and charged this one up just because that's the wand we've been using. You can see it's 1.05. That's because this wand has a 105% average V cost. I don't know why, actually. Why that doesn't cancel that. So it's 1.1 with the wand. Okay. So the wand has 110% average V cost. With the goggles revealing, that knocks it down 5% is what that is. So now these cost 105. Anyway, the wand holds 25, so we should be able to do all 19 of these crafts. Let's just go ahead and do it. Shift click it. There's 19. The wand should be pretty close to empty, mostly. All right, so if we wanted to make like the robe, in order to do that, we need 5.25. Yeah, that's just a little too much, huh? So we got 5,000. I'm sorry, we got 5.05. Yeah, we can't do that. So we need to either charge up our gold wand or recharge up this wand. Yeah, that's something we need to work on. So I was just kind of flying around, trying to find the different aura nodes again. I found one that actually had Terra in it. I'm not sure if I found one with Terra before because I flew around to all the ones in the ocean. Yeah, and none of them had that. So I went over to our mainland area over here. Yeah, and I flew out. Oh, I don't know. No, I don't think you can quite see it. It's off the screen. We got to do the F3A thing because the chunks aren't loading because 1.7.10. Anyway, I flew out a little bit over here and I saw that there was an aura node down underground, which was pretty cool. I put a pillar by it. Yeah, it's right there, the pillar. It goes right down to a lava lake, and on top of that lava lake, there is some experience oreberry bushes, which is kind of cool. I want to get some haste from Thaumcraft so we can move faster. The hover mode is really slow with this jetpack. Anyway, over here, like I said, we had a lava lake all the way down. There's a node on top of it. Yeah, I saw that. I dug straight down, and we got some essence oreberry bushes here. Anyway, we can take this. We can grab our wand and we can suck out a little bit of the Terra, which is kind of cool. I think actually we shouldn't be doing that though. I wanted to show you guys that. What we should be doing is looking for the air aspect because I believe that's what we needed in order to make the fabric. So some of these nodes that we have out here in the ocean do have the air aspect. So I'm gonna have to fly around to each individual one and just try them out because I don't know which one's which. We don't have a mini map, so I can't set like a waypoint or anything on them. This one's got Ordo and Aqua, which is kind of cool. We need both of those aspects. I'll go ahead and grab those up, and this node will slowly recharge over time. Now, this is a wooden wand. This is like the cheapest one, so you got to be very careful that you don't drain the node all the way down. If you do, it has a chance of removing that aspect completely. Yeah, and then you're just not in a good position. You have to go find yourself another node to recharge your wand. Anyway, like I said, probably the best thing to do for charging your wands earlier game, like we are right now, it's just going somewhere like the Nether. The Nether, for instance, and just killing monsters. They drop the little aspect orbs, and those little aspect orbs get sucked up by your wand. Yeah, and it recharges it just the same as like pulling aspects from a node. F3A. So like right now, this wand right here has like 5.05 of everything except for Terra, Aqua, and Ordo. We can go over here and kill some of these pigmen. They should fairly quickly drop the aspects that we need. Oh, fire bat. Yeah, like these little glowy things right here, these are what we're looking for. But the wand already has that charge. I can put that on here. Yeah, and we got a little bit into this one, which is kind of cool. Anyway, I'm just going to continue to do this, charge up my wands, try and get them all the way up. That might be as far as we need to go right now, 20 in that one. But anyway, I'm just going to continue charging these up, killing all the pigmen that I can find. Yep, and we'll be right back, guys. Alright guys, well I went ahead and I got the wands mostly filled up. Our gold banded greywood wand. Yeah, I didn't get a lot of the aqua from the nether. That's not surprising. We didn't get a lot of the ignis from the nether though, which is kind of surprising. But anyway, we just need the air aspect, I do believe, in order to craft this stuff. So let's go ahead and craft these up. So there is Thaumaturge robe. We get a 2% discount. Let's put that on for the rest of our crafting. So it'll just cost a little bit cheaper for everything else. We'll do the pants. This is costing 4.9. We'll go ahead and make those. We'll put those on as well for the next craft. And then finally, we have to make the boots. And where's my my fabric? Couldn't find it. There it is. And there we go. 1% discount for the boots. Cool. So there we go. Oh, you know what? I forgot to have the goggles on the entire time. Like a derp. Anyway, we're now... There we go. Now we're Harry Potter. Okay, so we got all of this stuff down. Yeah, we can go ahead and claim the reward for this. The quest did say sometimes your armor just makes you feel itchy or just outright chafes a bit. V-infused robes might be a bit more comfortable and will even enhance your ability to channel V through your wand. They'll afford little in the way of protection, right? So you pretty much only want to use this stuff when you are doing arcane crafting. Any other time, you can take it back off and then put on your normal armor because it'll be much better in the long run. Anyway, so we got that portion done. That's going to give us 3 uncommon treasures. Cool. So how far along are we in the Thaumcraft section? We are 37% complete. That's not so bad. So we have to do a little bit more research to get a lot of this stuff done. One of the things that I wanted to do here is to make some thaumium ingots. So in order to do those, I don't know if we have these researched or not. We might have to research that in the book. If I remember right, you have to throw like ender pearls into the crucible, melt those down, and you just put a little bit of iron into the crucible with it. I'll have to figure out where that is. I guess it's right here. Magical metallurgy. Need some scribing tools and paper to get the research note. I still have to do this one. So let me go ahead and knock out some of this research. We'll set up our crucible. It's a pretty simple thing to do. We made one of these a while ago. So we have to set up the crucible. We have to put like lava or fire underneath it. I think we'll probably end up doing netherrack. Yeah, we'll just grab some netherrack, flint, and steel. We'll light that on fire. We just have to fill this up full of water. I think we're going to end up sticking our Thaumcraft stuff over here. Yeah, we're going to have to set up like the arcane infusion and all that stuff at some point in the future. But yeah, I think this was the island that I had designated for both blood magic and Thaumcraft. So we'll go ahead and get that stuff set up over here. I'll do a little bit more research. Oh, that scared me. I forgot the book made sound. I'll do a little bit more research here. Yeah, and try and get some stuff done, and we'll be right back, guys. Alright guys, so for right now, just to get through some of this basic Thaumcraft research for our quest that we're doing currently, I set up the crucible right here underneath our floating water tanks that we've had floating here for the longest times where we were growing all of our agricraft stuff. So anyway, yeah, just brought some basic mechanical pipe down that's piping the water that's in this water tank. We're straight into here. Yeah, and we have netherrack below that's on fire and that's keeping this thing boiling. So what we need to do is make this thaumium. I just went ahead and I did the research for this. So it unlocked the recipe. So you throw an iron ingot into the crucible with 4 magic essence in there, the aspects or whatever. So what we need to do is throw something like ender pearls in here. But our ender pearls have other stuff. They have alienus and eider along with the magic aspect. So we're going to have a lot of extra stuff in there that we don't want. So a way to avoid making purple goo everywhere with the crucible, yeah, you can take something like a glowstone block. You can cut it up with a saw, like so. Just cut it all the way down to the smallest form, which would be the glowstone nook. We'll cut it into strips and the strips into nooks. So you get 32 of these guys. So what you can do is take one of these glowstone nooks and just stick it right on the corner there. So that's going to prevent any goo from appearing on top of the cauldron. Now I do believe, or is that crucible? Crucible. I do believe you can still get stuff that spawns like in a 3x3 around it. And I think maybe we have to put a set of blocks like underneath here as well. Like we might have to put blocks all the way around here. But anyway, if you have like the crucible pretty much contained in a 3x3x3 with a nook on top so you can still access the crucible and throw stuff in there, hey, you won't get any of that nasty purple goo appearing around. And that's something that's kind of important. Otherwise, you have to deal with cleaning that up, and that's just not fun. I think we have some glass we can use. Mana glass is fine. It's actually a little bit more clear, and it'll look a little bit nicer for the time being, as opposed to like the vanilla glass. So we can just do something like this, I think is all we have to do. And then we'll go underneath and do the same thing. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and contain all of this up. We want to make sure none of that stuff gets spread around. I think this is kind of a cheaty thing to do, and I do believe this method has been revised in the latest version of Thaumcraft in 1.10. I don't think you'll be able to continue to do this. But anyway, now that we have that whole thing contained, even the block on top because of this nook, we should be able to throw in a couple of ender pearls. It's just thrown two. Oh, you know what? I don't have the iron on me. Let me go grab the iron real quick. Yeah, we'll just be able to throw in the ender pearls and throw in some iron. All right, let's do this real quick. All right, so 2 ender pearls, 1 iron. There's thaumium. Now you can see we got the iter and we have the alienness in there. Now normally what happens if you click it with your wand to refresh it, or I guess shift right click it or whatever, yeah, it does that bubbling stuff, and then you get like floating goo that goes up in the sky, or you get a big mess around here. All these blocks will prevent that from happening. It's a very, very good trick to get this stuff going without having to deal with all of that stuff. Cool. So anyway, I'm going to continue to do this. I think we needed 5 of these to complete our quest. Let me finish that up, and we will continue on, guys. Well, cool. So getting the 5 of the thaumium ingots wasn't really that difficult. We saw how to do it. We had most of it done, so I just went ahead and finished that all up. So completing this task is going to give us 5 more thaumium ingots. It's also going to give us a thaumium tool rod. Now the question did say, or I'm sorry, the quest did say magic plus metal equals question mark. You've had luck infusing iron with mana to create mana steel previously, so you wonder if a similar feat can be performed with precontatio aspect in the crucible. Some research may be required. So yeah, that's all done. So it says making things in a crucible requires dropping items which contain the aspects necessary. Then once all the aspects are in, drop in the catalyst item to transform it into the product. All right, so we got that all done. Let's claim the reward. So the next quest that I started looking at was going to be the Igniter one. So this quest says, while lava is certainly effective at heating the water in the crucible, it also has a tendency to set nearby stuff on fire. What would be incredibly useful would be if you could develop a magical flame that would emit heat and light, yet would not burn anything. So this wants us to make a niter. So this is one of the easier items that you can craft in the crucible. This also says, not only does niter make an excellent heat source for the crucible, but it makes a rather pretty little floating light source too. As always, don't forget you will need to do research before attempting to craft niter. Well, I've already done this. Yeah, we got that one all learned. So the only thing we need to do is drop in some, yeah, we need some potentia, some ignis, and then we need some lux. So the recipe here says that we need 3 of each of those. So we're gonna need to do this recipe twice because, or 3 times? Twice, I don't know. Because coal has 2 of each. Yeah, so if we put in 3 coal, that'll be 6. And we put in 6 torches, and then 2 glowstone. That should do the recipe twice, and we should have the correct amounts of everything. Throw that in there, and then the 2 of those, and we have nothing left over. We can't see any aspects down there. Everything is just happy. Cool, so there is 2 niter with nothing left over. So that's pretty awesome. So back to the quest book. Yeah, we got this complete. It looks like everything is good. That's gonna give us 10 more of these things. Let's claim that reward. So now that we have that, we can go down here. Yep. We don't have our mode. We'll get rid of this. Yeah, we don't care about that anymore. So now we can just take one of these niters that we have and stick this right there. And now we have fire without the crackling sound. That should get the water boiling. There it is. Pretty cool. So I do like using the niter for heating up the crucible since it's silent. Yeah, and you don't have to worry about it being put out or anything like that. Anyway, so that is pretty cool. So it looked like the next quest coming up that we had to do in this Thaumcraft section wanted us to start doing the breakdown. Now this is kind of cool, using the alchemical furnace and the arcane alembic. What this will allow us to do is put items inside these machines. We can heat them up and boil them down to the base aspects. Yeah, the base aspects will collect in the alembics on top. We can collect them in files, and we can throw the files into the crucible without all the extra garbage that we were dealing with, like making the thaumium with the ender pearls. We'd be able to throw in the magic only and not have the iter or the other aspect, whatever that was, the alienness. So anyway, that's going to be pretty cool going forward, but I kind of feel like, you know, guys, I feel like we've done a lot of Thaumcraft stuff today. We've done a lot of magic. I've actually been playing for a little while. So I think we're going to go and wrap the episode up here for today. Seems like a good stopping point to me. Next time we might work on something else besides Thaumcraft. I know not everybody likes Thaumcraft as a mod. It's kind of cool, but yeah, it is pretty tedious, especially with all the research that you have to do. So next time we'll do something different, more than likely. But yep, that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to leave a like on this episode if you liked it, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.